from Woodshop Summercraft here. I'm going to be making something today that's fairly quick. I got the idea from Carl Jacobson. He did this a long time ago, and in fact I did make one in my early days of turning, and I gave that to my nephew. But I'm now doing classes at Lee Valley, so this is one of the projects that I'm going to be teaching at a future Lee Valley class. So this is going to be a tealight with off-center cuts in the side of it, which go right through to the interior. So it's a fairly thin turn. I want to make it fairly quick, fairly simple. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so this piece of red elm, I think it was my dad's wood actually. It's about 4.5 inches around, and it's about 3 inches deep. I have to make a tenon on the one end, which is a relatively meaty tenon, so that I can offset it to make those cuts in the side, which I'm going to be using my detailing gouge from Easy Wood to do that. But the first thing to do is to shape the outside, true it up, and we'll go from there. So I've got my tenon in the jaws of my Easy Wood chuck, and as you can see, the tenon doesn't bottom out in the jaw. You don't want that to bottom out in there, and you want this angle of the tenon to match the inside of your jaw as close as possible. And then there's enough meat here that I can actually pivot this from one side to the other to make those off-center cuts in the outside of the tealight when I get to that point. So I'm going to give the outside now a shape that is pleasing to the eye, and then we'll make those cuts. That is our basic shape, just something real simple. I'm going to end up parting it off here, that way I don't have to turn the whole thing around. So I'm going to get this sanded up now on the outside, and then we'll do our off-center cut. So yes, we've broken through our first ring, but just a portion of it, not the whole thing, which is good because that way hopefully they will not interlock in this position here. So I'm just starting to come through here as well. Very nice. Okay, I will continue. Okay, so you look at it now, we've broken through quite a few of the slots in the side of the tea light holder, which is very nice. I think that's all of them actually. We've now broken through every single one. So I'm not going to go too much deeper. I'll take a little bit more off, finish the bottom, and then sand it on the inside and sand these openings. Okay, so I've got this sanded to 400 grit, and as you can see, all of the off-center cuts in the sides, and it's pretty stable. I thought I was going to have issues just here, but it seems to have held, so I'm quite happy about that. And even the bottom ring, which is all the way around, held together pretty good, so I'm happy. The issue that you have to deal with at this point is where do you part it off. So I've got this jig that I made. I'm not the only one, I've seen other people use it. When I push this all the way in, when this board here touches the headstock, I know that the end of this is at the end of my jaws. So that being said, when I push this all the way in, I've got 9/16 of an inch just here, which essentially means that I'm way over here. So I should be good. I'm going to part it off back here, so I know I'm good. Let's hope so anyway. So the first thing I'm going to do now is clean the whole thing again with alcohol, shellac the inside and the top lip, and then wax it. And then once I've done that, I'm going to part it off. This is very delicate, so I do have to be very careful when I'm waxing this. So, very delicate procedure now. Okay, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to do the usual treatment of denibbing and Yorkshire grit and Hampshire sheen on the inside, and I'll come back when I'm ready to part off. Okay, so this is basically finished. Now all I have to do is part it off and then clean the bottom up. This is the part where I hope it doesn't go really south on me. So let's see how this pans out. Okay, I'm not going to risk it for the sake of ruining it. I'm going to cut it off with a saw, the last little bit, and then sand it to a finish. And there's the underside. I just need to sand that. And there is the finished piece with the cuts in the side and my name burnt on the underside, wood species, and the date that I did it. I don't advise you put a real candle in these. You can buy these battery operated tea lights very cheaply at the dollar store, and there you go, you're going to prevent having a fire in your home. Because wood is flammable, so and it looks beautiful, looks very nice. So that's that. Unfortunately, I lost the main piece of the video footage that I'm sure everybody wanted to see, and that was doing the off-center cuts. I don't know what happened to my camera, but there was 3 sections of video that I just lost completely. But essentially, when I had that tenon in the chuck, I just loosened it, tilted it, tightened it back down again. You can make a pencil mark that shows you where the cut will be, and then you make that cut, and then you just keep doing that until you've got as many cuts as you want. Try not to intersect them, because you could have the issue of having 2 that meet really close, and you know, it's already going to be, it's actually pretty stable. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not too loose or spongy or anything, but very happy with this project. If you like this, don't forget to thumbs up, like, share and subscribe, and I will see you again for the next project video. Take care now. Tape measure, where is it now? Oh, where is the tape measure? I can't see it now. I can't find the tape measure. Where are you hiding? I can't find it. Where's the bloody tape measure? Where is it? I don't know. Alright, we'll use this. I'm going to use my steel rule that was my dad's. It's got his name etched into it right there.